Welcome everyone to another startup and automobile documentation. What we have here is a 1999 Chevrolet Suburban K2500.
This Suburban is painted in Victory Red.
This one has the base engine, the 5.7 liter V8 or 350. Storage on the front door panels. While it does have manual windows and mirrors, it does have power locks.
It has a gray interior and the base trim includes vinyl seats.
It has a manual sliding front bench seat. And now that we're behind the wheel, let's go ahead and start the engine.
The Chevy Suburban holds the title of the longest-running automotive nameplate in the world, having been in continuous production since 1935. The model has always been famous for combining a durable, capable truck platform with a cabin roomy enough to transport a whole family comfortably, while still having plenty of room left over for cargo and luggage. One could easily call the Suburban the pioneer of the SUV. Fast forward to the 2026 model year, and the Suburban is still going strong 90 years later, now in its 12th generation and serving as the largest SUV in the Chevrolet lineup. This 99 model represents the 8th generation of the Suburban, which was sold in the US from model years 1992 through 1999. It utilized the renowned GMT 400 platform, which it of course shared with that era of OBS, Chevy, and GMC pickup trucks, as well as the other full-size GM SUVs of the era. This generation was also the last to be marketed as both the Chevy Suburban and GMC Suburban, as the GMC counterpart of each following generation would instead be called the Yukon XL. In Australia, the 8th gen Suburban was even sold under the Holden brand for a while. This was also the first Suburban generation to not offer a manual transmission. The 8th gen Suburban did receive a number of updates over the years, a notable one being the 1995 refresh, which gave it a new interior and updated the trim levels. The 1999 US market Chevrolet Suburban came in 3 trim levels: base, as shown here, LS, and LT. It could also be had in both half-ton 1500 or 3/4-ton 2500 form, the latter of which of course being what we have here. 2500 models had the choice of 3 engines, including this example's 5.7-liter gas V8, a big block 7.4-liter gas V8, or a 6.5-liter turbo diesel V8. A 4-speed automatic was the sole transmission. C2500 marked rear-wheel drive models, while K2500 marked 4-wheel drive models.
In the instrument cluster, we have 6 analog gauges. You have your speedometer, tachometer, fuel gauge, voltage gauge, oil pressure gauge, and temperature gauge. The hazard switch is on top of the steering column. It has a 4-spoke design steering wheel. Grips all around the rim. And this one is fixed. The parking brake is foot operated. You have your headlight switch, panel dimmer, climate vent for the driver, and on this side is your high beam, turn signal, and wiper stalk. And on this side is your column mounted gear shifter. Going down the center of the interior, You have your central climate vents, your AM/FM radio head unit with a cassette player, equalizer controls right here, single zone manual climate controls, your different zones, temperature, fan speed, recirculation, and AC. And this AC is wonderful. Ice cold. Who needs a six-figure brand new Yukon Denali when you can just get this? And I mean, in my book, it's a nice, soft, comfy vinyl seat, ice cold AC in this blistering heat in the summer. I mean, this is basically a luxury SUV to me. You have storage right here, 2 cup holders, climate vent down there, storage or ashtray, the cigarette lighter, and 2 12-volt power outlets. You can use this as a third one. Trailer brake controller, CB radio. Your 4-wheel drive lever is right here. You have neutral, 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. Grab handle on the A-pillar. Vanity mirror for the passenger sun visor. Little strap to store things for the driver's one. Grab handle up here. Manually dimming rear view. And this one has an aftermarket sunroof, which doesn't seem to be working. Pretty funny, though, to have something with manual windows, vinyl bench seat, rubber floors, for all intents and purposes a work vehicle. Although this one does have niceties like AC and power locks and cassette player. But still, relatively just base model work vehicle, and it has a sunroof. But now we'll roll down the driver's window and have a look at the engine bay.
It rides on 16-inch 5-split-spoke rims. This Suburban 2500 is powered by the base engine for $99, that being the L31 5.7-liter naturally aspirated V8, branded as the Vortec 5700. It's a cast iron pushrod engine with 2 valves per cylinder. Horsepower is rated at 255 at 4,600 RPM, and torque is rated at 330 pound-feet at 2,800 RPM. The engine is paired to a 4-speed automatic transmission with low gear selection, and the K2500 model name indicates 4-wheel drive. It runs on regular unleaded with a 42-gallon fuel tank. It has an independent front suspension and a solid rear axle with leaf springs. Stopping the Suburban are front disc brakes and rear drum brakes. This one can tow up to 7,000 pounds and carry a payload of up to 6,033 pounds.
This is ridiculous. Look at how mint condition the paint is. And this is like a work truck. This thing is just plain awesome. So fascinated by older vehicles like this. Mint condition, OBS Chevy. I love checking out the base trim in the 3/4 ton guys. Just so cool. The fuel cap is on the driver's side. ashtray on the back doors. You can fold up the seat bases and then fold down the seat backs. And you see there's no third row seat in this one. So it's basically an enclosed 3/4 ton pickup truck. You have grab handles on tops of the B-pillars and right here, coat hooks. I mean, you're not going to find any amenities for backseat passengers. No armrests, cup holders, you know, any of that crazy stuff. But this thing has everything you need, nothing you don't. It's about capability. I mean, the 4-wheel drive, 3/4 ton platform. Still has an independent front suspension, but nonetheless, still very capable. This thing was made for work. Towing, you can haul a lot of stuff in the back here. These OBS 90s Chevy trucks and SUVs, again, some of the most rock-solid trucks ever built to this day. Single exhaust. Barn doors.
The Suburban can fit up to 47.5 cubic feet of cargo behind the third row seats, 96.6 cubic feet with the third row removed as seen here, and 149.5 cubic feet with the third row taken out and the second row folded down.
Spare tire right in here. But anyhow, thanks for checking out this tour of this mint 1999 Chevrolet Suburban K2500. And as always, stay on the lookout for future tours.